My superpower is the speed with which I learn and unify complexity. That gives me an edge in every field I step into. That is why I am here at this speed. I am grateful for the thousands of follows. I am grateful for the sport of football and the beautiful minds in it. I am grateful for you. What does unifying complexity even mean? Hello Redditors of the internet, Noble Xenon here, and welcome to r/IAmVerySmart, part 21. Let's get started. Now some may consider this a lucky number, however I don't believe in luck, I am far too intelligent. So, this next one is just Boiligy. Looks to my feet shyly and then to you. You're pretty smart for a girl, you know that, right? Blushes. I'm pretty sure other girls are smart. Eyes widen in a bit of surprise. Thinks to myself, oh no, she didn't like that. Well, it's just Boiligy that men are smarter. We have higher IQs on average. Ascended IQs, like mine at 159. Anyway, let's move on. Smiles cheerfully. I'm gonna block you now. Looks in shock. Why? I thought you were nice, but you're actually a birch. I guess all women are the same now. Sighs and sadly blocks you before you can block me. This next one is not like the other girls. I combat my internalized misogyny with big words and philosophy, Sparkles. I'm a female, but I don't like women, or should I say females. You're a woman calling yourself a female? Are we sure this person is even a woman? Why, I'm a female myself. To know how females, biological females, nor identifying themselves feminine, can be fake and manipulative. I know that I myself is like that, since I don't like the I'm not like other girls phrase to look quirky. But B, I treat females like philosophy, nor the human species. I'm eager to learn about it, but I also have lost hope of it, nor actually make it my quote career. LMFAO, I felt like I'm trying to be quirky saying this, oohs. Yes, trust me, I am a very feminine female indeed. For this next one, a very smart person brings up IQ after refunding in-app purchases for a game because someone failed to personally respond to their bug report. My account history is good. Many fixes and feedbacks on Google Apps. Lots of purchases in the Play Store. Only a small fraction of those I refund with description when they don't work. Google Play Store class action lawsuit is happening, by the way. Join and you can get your 10 to 20 I'm not sure % back eventually. I'll also try and make your day better and end myself by saying I have a measured IQ of 143 and this might have caused some of this misunderstanding. What the heck? I legitimately do not care about your IQ though? So that should make you feel better compared to me and will improve your day after this annoying conversation, right? No? Honestly, you've humored me for the past hour. I swear these people will bring up IQ in the most random moments. And this next one has 151 IQ, but doesn't understand what /s mean on a Reddit post. It's related, US versus Canada, and just FYI, I have an IQ of 151, and I'm proud to say I just got my doctorate in pediatrics, lol. So there, I will win every argument based on intelligence alone. For this next one, it's just a meme, bro, relax. I require this knowledge. Getting a good night's rest, or finding out how to build a nuke with household equipment. Me, just about to go to bed sweating bullets. Which one do I press? Which one do I press? Intellectual says, yeah, no. It takes a lot of physics and engineering knowledge, as well as special tools to build something like that properly. One screw up and it would either not work or you'd take out a whole city on accident. Besides, weapons-grade uranium and plutonium are heavily regulated, and your only chance would be the black market if you had many millions of dollars to spend. Refining them yourself would kill you without proper containment as well. Look at my knowledge of nukes, it's way better than yours. For this next one, we have a commenter who doesn't realize applicable definition is an unpleasant or despicable person and goes on a rant about their family history and how intelligent they are. Ah shit, here we go again. You really should check into use of your terminology. A bastard such as myself is someone who is a fatherless child. Yes, the proper definition, there are no other definitions at all. Though taking on derogatory meaning now, it really lends itself to providing the rest of the population who's reading to truly know your level of education, and I never enter a battle of wits against an unarmed individual. This dude acts like internet arguments are friggin' wars. You need to be armed and ready like a keyboard warrior. Come back when you actually have validity in your statements or can at least insult someone appropriately. I've actually met the man's father who served in the military. I promise you, bastard was not the correct form you should have used. Maybe a-hole, even asshat could have worked, but you really could have tried harder with that one. This next one's IQ points were accumulated from the core of the universe. You are genius. I know, I've always been extremely blessed in terms of IQ points accumulated from the core of the universe itself. As if IQ wasn't just a human construct, God must look at me as his favorite puppet toy. I am directly connected to the universe's collective subconscious 24/7. I see the past, present, and the future as one giant superposition quantum dimension. It's just amazing, so incredible, so spiritually connected. What a galaxy brain. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, then why not like, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell? And now, we dive deep into a question that has gone unanswered in thousands of years. What color is an orange? Yeah, that's the question. Most people instinctively think an orange is orange in color. Some might argue that oranges were originally green. Both are wrong. Oranges don't have color. They have properties, which cause them to absorb some wavelengths of light and reflect others, which to us we see as colors. My dude, does this mean its color is determined by the color light it reflects? Not precisely. You see, light also doesn't have color. Light has wavelengths. We have light detectors in our eyes called cones, which detect certain wavelengths of light. When a particular cone detects its corresponding wavelength of light, it sends an electrochemical impulse to our brain's visual cortex. Here, then, the brain interprets this electrochemical impulse and creates a specific visual sensation. That sensation we experience is called color. Nothing in the universe does. If brains didn't exist, colors wouldn't exist. Very few people can really understand this, but if you do, let me know. I'm curious to see how many people can grasp this concept. Estimates put it at 1 in every 100. Edit, 4,000 views. 4 upvoted. 1 in every 1,000 people understand indirect realism. I'm disappointed, but not really surprised at the lack of intelligence in these individuals. Of course, you also feel entitled to upvotes too. And for this next one, the effed up part is that I'm not even American or Asian. I just copied the stroke order in a video. I'm confused. I thought OC, original content, meant you are the creator. This is obviously done by a native Asian, given the line quality, sense of proportions, coloring style, and the fluent control of the script. Yet you comment like a natural American. If you post something you bought, it isn't original content in the sense that it originated from the OP. Now wait a minute, you think it's impossible for Asians to speak English fluently? Or for non-Asians to write Chinese or Japanese characters properly? This next one is titled, It's Wrong to Kind. Why is it that the ones who claim to be intellectuals are the same ones who have the worst spelling? Chicken of the woods. It's edible and literally tastes like chicken. Just to be clear, that's a myth. The only thing that tastes like chicken is chicken. Your brain wants you to believe it's a familiar taste, but as a fungus, unless you cooked it in chicken or chicken stock, no, it does not taste like chicken. Now a texture similar maybe, but let's not say crazy misleading crap. It's a fungus, not even a plant to be fair. So no, it will not taste like a chicken. It will taste like a mushroom until you cook it with whatever you're serving it with or in. And the reply? I hope you have a nice day. Peace. I'm having a great day. Don't get upset cause you know I'm right, lol. Way to be an adult. Hope you get your friggin' trophy for showing up, laughing emojis. Again, I hope you have a nice day. Peace. Again, I'm having a great day. I'm guessing since you're still hanging out here, your parents left you at the skating rink when the public skate was over again, huh? Do we need to call someone? And Charming Scratch 538 says, if your brain wants it to be familiar and makes you think it tastes like chicken, and tastes are what they are because our brain interprets them that way, doesn't that mean that it tastes like chicken? Yes. Yes, it does. No need to over-explain things like these so-called intellectuals. For this next one, preserve your integrity by having no typos. You said in your Sniper Elite review that enemies congregate too much. Congregate isn't a word, so you messed it up. What word were you trying to spell? Congregate. I hope that you have gone and edited it so people aren't reading it and then subsequently thinking that you are not very good at English nor reviewing video games, says the person who used the wrong form of your in their first message. I just did. Why do you care so much if you don't mind me asking? You need to preserve your integrity in whether people will view you as intelligent or not, and using words that aren't real are not the way to go. I don't much care for what people think of me, and it was just a typo. Do you go through every review and send every person a message when they have a typo in the review? Well, you should care about yourself then, if not others. Why write a review when you discredit your own self by spelling words that incorrectly? It's not just a typo. You blatantly spelled congregate as congregate. It's not like spell check changed it to a word that doesn't exist. When I read your review and got to the word congregate, I knew that I couldn't take that review into serious consideration. I just misspelled it, dude. I didn't blatantly sell it as congregate. I don't care if you take my review seriously. There are other reviews that carry a similar message and tells you that it's a subpar game. Misspelled, I'd agree, but it wasn't a typo as you initially said. Typos tend to be more like when typing a word you will use maybe 1 or 2 incorrect characters, or maybe switch 2 letters out of order, but in the future, if you're gonna take the time to write a review, which the whole point of reviews are to help people decide about trying something, have some respect for yourself and for people who are reading the review by not using imaginary words. Maybe read the review over after you're done. When people see you using imaginary words and it isn't obvious what word you're trying to use, it makes you lose credibility, because it's like, wow, well this guy is typing nonsense here if he isn't gonna spell words, and for some reason that gets cut off. Xbox player freaking out and foaming their mouth at a review with 1 misspelled word. Have a good day and get a life. You are the one in error here, not me. You are one of those people who can't take criticism like a little child. Rather than being like, yeah, I should try to spell words right in reviews that thousands of people will see, you get mad at the person who mentioned it to you. What grade are we in? Clown emoji. It's okay that you're taking out your embarrassment from being called out on this by attacking the one trying to help you preserve your integrity online. It's a normal thing people do, especially those mentally still immature like you. It's one thing to remind people to proofread their reviews before sending them in, it's a whole nother to go on this entire rant here. For this next one, they don't even bother triple digits, baby! I've been a community organizer for 30 plus years, and I set up my local cop watch program, so I actually teach people how to deal with hostile police. I'm well known to police. When I was arrested, the detective in charge came to my cell and introduced himself, said he would be handling my case, then said, "You won't be making a statement," and checked off a box on his clipboard and left, while I just sat in complete silence staring at him, staring into his soul. The cops won't even try their Jedi mind tricks on you if they know you have an IQ in the triple digits and familiarity with the law and its procedures. A triple digit IQ, so half the population? For this next one, no one would lie on the internet, right? Right. A comment on find out how many lives you've lived based on your birthday. I wonder who's gonna believe that video. I got 6. The compassionate soul, and I have to say that is pretty accurate. Some of my passions are fueled by this unceasing need to bring people together by helping them understand each other and to be able to accept each other's differences. I started learning 8 languages because I wanted to deconstruct that cultural and linguistical barrier between cultures and to show and prove that walls like these can be dismantled. I have also volunteered at so many centers that promote diversity, and even my studies were helping me to become more aware of oppressions of all sorts, which helped me speak up for those who were voiceless. Oh gosh, enough about me, but yeah, that's something I'd like to share. 8 different languages, you say? For this next one, you guys better watch out, or you'll be intimidated by their intellect. Not trying to brag or anything, but I've recently noticed something odd, and I need to hear what y'all think about it. So basically, I've noticed that I tend to intimidate people I talk to with my intellect. Oh my god, so intelligent, I'm already trembling in fear from here. When we are talking about something, I give my opinion or input as usual, but I tend to do it in an extremely formal and detailed way, like I'm writing descriptions for a novel. I do this involuntarily to make sure that my idea is being communicated perfectly. This message that you are reading is right now a good example. The problem is that people often dodge my unintentionally detailed replies by abruptly changing the topic or outright ending the conversation right then and there. I'm terrible at short messages or small talk. If someone asks me, "How are you?" I reply with a detailed paragraph of my day, when they were probably expecting me to say good. Should I condescendingly dumb down my vocabulary so that other people can understand me? No, you don't do it condescendingly. You just have to learn some social skills, my friend. Please. This next one's not smart enough for commas, though. I was laughing non-stop at the video. I was there, I'd be laughing with ya. Dark humor is a sign of intelligence, and tolerance is evidence of the opposite. Yet why are there so many r/IAmVerySmart individuals who don't get humor? They just want to over-explain everything. This next one poses with a 189 IQ. Wow, my IQ is about 189, so I'm pretty happy. Where'd he get that 189 result from? Who knows? Happy is a relative term. You must know sadness to realize a high IQ may or may not influence emotion. And a reply from Justin, the pro investor, you know he's got the stonks. Lol, there's no way your IQ's 189. That would place you as roughly the 7th most intelligent person in the world, so stop your BS. Oh, we haven't done r/quit your BS in a while because they haven't been doing well. Let me know if you want them back. And for this next one, when the first sentence starts with "as a genius," you know you're in for a good one. As a genius, you are not as unique as you might think. There's lots of people who just never bother to get tested because they find a very happy place in the world as far as family, work, wealth. They are smart enough to be able to be satisfied with a certain level of success. The problem is success breeds contempt, and every time you prove your intelligence, you become the bar that people want to measure themselves against. In The Big Bang Theory, Sheldon's mother tries to tell him it's okay to be smarter than everyone else, but don't go telling people about it. I bragged a lot, but as soon as I tried to connect with people, no one wanted to be around someone who was right all the time. The problem was, and still is, that I feel arrogant if I'm trying to teach something. If I keep my mouth shut, I can't hide the contempt on my face for things done but not done well. I know for a fact that no one wants to be corrected all the time. You will be called too smart for your own good. If you're lucky, you will not develop a mental disorder. No matter how strong you are, there's always someone stronger. And there will always be someone smarter. Someone will always have more pain in their past, and only God knows your full journey in life. Learn confidence in yourself, but don't forget to temper it with humility. As an individual who started Shakespeare in the 4th grade, what the hell is BDT and BDF? I feel friggin' illiterate over here. Someone help! Please? No? Okay. And now, RT Commenter believes Putin to just have an IQ of 150, while he has an immeasurable IQ of 197. Off the charts! Putin is purely rational, but he is not smart. He wouldn't have declared war and made such a costly decision otherwise. He's having buyer's remorse. Russia is being dragged into a ditch with him, but he truly believes he is the smartest man in all of Russia. Or in the room. Hashtag psychology of Putin. His psychology conversion disorder has him locked into a limited focus point of perception. He thinks he's playing a high-level chess game, but I just feel sorry for him because it will end in bloody consequences. Message me at Case Colder, Putin's worst enemy, for further psychological analysis of Putin. As a guy with an immeasurable off-the-charts IQ of 197, I know him very well. Scary well, some might say. Even the man himself might fear me if he ever sees me. Yet he fails to impress me. Mediocre man. I estimate his IQ to be 150. This next one made it all the way to r/all. I hate to admit it, but I have an IQ near 200 in real life. I literally draw a blank trying to imagine failing to understand something. I know you'll trip out now, but yeah, You aren't serious, are you? Unfortunately, I am dead serious, all jokes aside. My IQ is just far too high for you. This next one is very well read, yet has never heard of an extremely popular book, huh? Margaret Atwood, The Handmaid's Tale. Nice, I guess. I've never heard of the book, or the author for that matter. Jesus, read a book once in your life. Except I've read the following: Upon a Midsummer Night's Dream in Old English, Romeo and Juliet in Old English, Hamlet in Old English, Grapes of Wrath, The Old Man and the Sea, the entire Wheel of Time series, the entire Xanth series, the entire Guardian of the Flame series, the entire Earthsea series, all of the Anne Rice books, most of the Forgotten Realms books, and many, many more. I'm more well-read than the majority of society, but thank you very much. Damn, did Shakespeare go back in time? For this next one, yes, gases are not fluids. All fluids, liquids, and gases pretty much behave the same, just depends on temperature, pressure, density. Gases are not fluids though, they're gas, unbonded at a fundamental level, facepalm. I do feel pretty smart when correcting idiots making incorrect assertions, thumbs up, no need to let me just think about it, I'm smarter than the both of you. For this next one, we are inferior to his English comprehension. You thought you ate, laughing emoji. English is a trait that you lack. How so? I'm quite proficient with English and was reading at a high school level at the mere age of 5, reading Harry Potter while the likes of you were still reading The Hungry Caterpillar. Well, when I was in school, I was in the 99th percentile for both comprehension and writing. My dude, if you're bringing this up, then you probably peaked at the age of 5. For this next one, great job on that aptitude test. 12 is plenty old enough to understand and use proper spelling and grammar. When I was 12, I was reading at a college freshman level according to our online aptitude testing. I read like crazy and had a dictionary with me during reading sessions. 10 or younger would make more sense. And guess whomst says, I love how these people use high school aptitude tests as a measure for literally everything, like if that's the end-all be-all of intelligence. This next one's Twitter profile literally is showing off their IQ. It's 131, by the way. Apparently enough to get in a Mensa? Barely. I probably have a higher IQ than you. The majority of my followers are bots with bare Twitter histories and virtually zero engagement. And location? Trudeau's fascist Canada. Wow. And for this last one, I mean, come on, isn't it obvious? Astrobiologists suggest the Earth itself may be an intelligent entity. Damn, even the Earth itself is an intellectual. But of course, someone just had to reply. Of course it is. I've always thought this. Life is fractal, and I think it is presumptuous to assume that we happen to be at its highest state. And so, just like a neuron has no concept that it functions in the service of an animal, I think that it is our job to try to imagine what higher structure we are the neuron of. At one level, it has to be the Earth, whose living essence provides the conditions for our existence the same way that our body provides the living environment for our cells. But then again, isn't all of this obvious? Oh no, it's only obvious for the galaxy-brained individuals out there. Anyway, I'd like to thank all of my patrons, especially Benjamin, Spoony the Rogue, Nightcrawler, Catalan, Cormetti, Fate, Corvus, Duck 2, The Return of Duck, Dark Garden, and our newest member of the royalty, Vicmeister 1999. You can join in the link below, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. If you have something interesting to say, don't forget to comment. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little notification bell. See you guys next time.